Hello everybody. In this video today we are going to discuss the difference between an actual thread and a cosmetic thread and why there is a difference and why it's important to understand the difference. So for the first thread, for our actual thread, I'm going to drop in a cylinder. We're going to make it a 1/2 inch because we're going to do a 1/2 13. And I have inside my custom catalog a 2D profile for cutting ANSI threads. All I have to do is left click and drag it. Under my threads per inch, I'm going to type in 13 and click OK. That will generate my thread profile for a 1/2 13 thread. The next thing we'll do is under our features, we will select our thread option and select the part that we want to thread. We are removing material. We want a constant pitch, right thread direction. The start pitch is in here from a previous video, but we always want to do 1 divided by our threads per inch for our pitch. Also, the start distance, because we want to be able to thread from the top, is going to be that same number with a negative. And we just simply select that face. I want my thread length to be 1 inch. I select finish. And you can see now that we have a true representation of a 1/2 13 thread. All right, let's do the same thing with a cosmetic thread. We'll drop in our cylinder. We're going to do a 1/2 inch diameter, and we're going to come up to our annotation and select our option for cosmetic thread. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select our 1/2 13 thread. Scroll down here, 1/2 13. We're going to do a specified length of 1 inch and select that top edge and select finish. And we need to adjust that cosmetic thread so that it is 1 inch and finish. Okay, so why is this important? I'm going to go ahead and save both of these files. And what you will see when I drag over the thread that is actual is 552 kilobyte. Our thread that is cosmetic is only 104. What's important is that with an actual thread, you are actually having to generate that model and that geometry inside for it to give you that thread, whereas with a cosmetic thread, it's basically giving you a representation. So when doing large models, and you'll notice with our fasteners that it's all cosmetic threads, because of the fact that if you have thousands of fasteners inside of a model, it makes a huge difference. And the reality is, unless you're actually machining a part, there's no need to have that actual thread. And you can keep your file size much smaller by just using a cosmetic representation of the thread.